Morning everyone, Dr. Eric, the fitness physician, where I talk about all things related to hormonal fitness, muscle medicine, and much, much more. So I've been doing a little series on nitric oxide and its benefits on the body and how important it is, not just for vascular health, but how that vascular health improves everything in the body. And you have to get it just right. Just as with everything, you don't want it too much, you don't want it too little. You want to find that sweet spot, right? And there's certain ways to do that and a lot of wrong ways to do it, which I've seen every day. So just kind of backing up, and I don't want to get too sciencey on everybody, but the bottom line is this comes up a lot. Like, how do you make more nitric oxide? We're going to get to that. But it has to do with the synthesis of it and through arginine, citrulline, and other pathways. And this comes up a lot, of course, right? Everybody's like, well, you can take arginine, you can take citrulline, you can eat these certain foods. And again, we're going to get into that. But a little bit of background science here. This is one of the cycles, and I took out a lot of the steps because I don't think you need all the sciencey stuff. I don't want to bore you, but basically the whole nitric oxide cycle, basically arginine and citrulline, how it gets converted through different pathways into different components like arginosuccinate and other intermediate products, right? So basically, arginine is a precursor, and then it basically becomes, as the arginine and citrulline go through this cycle, they create nitric oxide, right? And arginine, as you can see, is a direct precursor of nitric oxide, makes nitric oxide and more citrulline, and the body is always converting back and forth between arginine and citrulline. So citrulline is more of like a rescue fashion, right? Whereas arginine is a direct precursor, so a lot of people think, oh, that's why arginine has been around for so long. But there's many problems with this. And as you'll see, as it goes through the cycle, there's certain ways that it can be affected by different compounds. And the problem with citrulline is arginine, is that it's not always absorbed very well, and it can be rapidly depleted, and there's some other issues as well. The bottom line is this, and just to kind of cut to the chase, as you know I like to do, is that citrulline provides more of a longer lasting effect, especially for men and women as they get older, unfortunately, especially those over, some studies indicate over 80, even as young as 40, can start having problems with this pathway and conversion. So a lot of people will do arginine. A lot of times it's either a gut absorption issue or it just doesn't last as long. Therefore, citrulline, they've actually found lasts longer, has a more long-acting effect, and is more consistent in its conversion into nitric oxide. So this is why I've talked about before, and some people talk about that citrulline is actually a better precursor than arginine for various other reasons as well. So, and again, I'm going to get into some of the later videos that I'm going to do the next couple days. You'll see different ways that we can optimize. It's not just this, sometimes you could just supplement it, right? But there's other ways to do. You want to optimize. There's different things you have to look at as well. Otherwise, you can overdo it or you can underdo it. Like I said, you don't want to do that. If you overdo it, that can lead to some issues, and which can cause problems. And if you underdo, you're just not going to get the clinical effect. So, bottom line here, I just want to show you a little bit of science that both of them are important. They can both be used, but in general, especially for people over 40, citrulline is probably a better precursor. And again, I'm going to talk a little bit more about how that works. So, anyway, like and share this post. Let me know what else you want to hear about and in relation to longevity in terms of weight loss, hormone optimization, peptide optimization, overall anti-aging, and much, much more. I'm talking about doing all those things. Of course, my consults across. I got my new weight loss, PrimexWeightLoss.com has all kinds of new protocols, cutting edge protocols, some unique products, combinations that most people are not doing. You'll hear about these things everywhere, but no one's doing it quite like me. So reach out if you want to learn more and hit me up. Again, like and share this post, and everyone have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.